It's not me now. It's not me. Say left for me. I just want everybody to like understand, even in that class, so that nobody should come to the inbox and start crying for help anymore. But unfortunately, it's not like that. Okay, fine. Now I've got some emails, so let's start. Let's start. So this is money.com, and I'm at this point, and then I want to invite someone into my monday.com. So what do I do? I'll take your email so you can learn how. Oops, sorry, forgive me. Let me share it now. So you can drop your email account in the chat of this Google Meet, not anywhere else, in the chat. I've already gotten somebody's on, so I will invite you. I've invited somebody, and I'm changing you to member. Changing you to member. Whoever I invite here is going to be a member. So this is your first tutorial: is how to add people to your what to your as your member on your team on Go on money.com. So you need to just add them from here. Once you add them from here, they will be fine. They don't need to go back and start looking for them anymore. So you can just add them from here. I can add somebody else. So please drop your email. Let me see. Just drop your email. Let me be able to do something with it. Let me just. So you're going to get an invite that somebody has invited you to. I think it's going to be praise drops. So please now, I have 6 people here. I'll be 8 people. Let me get your emails, please, so I can invite you. Yes, Francisca Chidima, what do you want to say? Your hand is up, Francisca. What are you saying? I believe you can speak. Okay. Um, let's see. Let me invite another person. And they're all going to be members. Because admin. what my eyes saw. What my eyes saw. So I believe I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this should be fine. These are my team members. Let's continue. So I'm going to invite you guys. And when I invite you, let me now, at this point now, it's asking us to name our first project. So let us call it teacher. Let's just call it teacher Grace. Okay, because now we are trying to start from the simplest to the worst to the most advanced. All right, so now we want to start with you being a teacher, teacher Grace, and then let's start with this, with the columns. Now, Equator said that it works with what rows and columns, and these rows and columns, they are very important in managing your tasks. So I know we are going to need this. We are going to need the status. We're going to need the due date, and then we're going to need the priority. We will need uh maybe timeline. We will need files, and we're going to need budgets. Okay, so let's work with this and then continue. And then you say add a view layout. I know I have that. Let me add Kanban. Let me also add cards, and then I want to also add calendar and Gantt. Okay, they're only allowing me two. So let me Hukuma take this one and proceed with my stuff. So list your projects. I don't want to list any projects. So let's say the project one will be whatever. We can say darken the board. Okay, this one will be fetch drinking water. I know some of you here you school in the village and you know what I'm trying to say. Then this one will be clean the desks. And then let's just continue, and then group blah 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 each time blah blah. I don't really want all of this, so we just need to click started because that one is taking us time, because I want us to start from the beginning so I can see what we are doing here. But you see now, whatever I entered before is already here. But now this is monday.com, guys, and this is the environment. But believe me, this place is awesome. It's very, very awesome. Okay, so now this is where we are. And of course, you know that for every software you are using, they have what they call the home page, which is where you have a quick view of everything. And then we have the work. Now, this work tells you everything you've been working on for the last number of time, maybe all the time when you've been here. It tells you everything. Then this is main workspace. Now, like we saw when we did, what do we do that we did with Workspace? Okay, we did Loom, and we talked about shawarma. We talk about massive shawarma space and all of that. So this is also a what? This one also has a workspace, and workspace is more like maybe your company name. For instance, like I always like the man that was doing pop off. So maybe you have pop off business and you call it maybe Abacha pop off. So if you have Abacha pop off, what do? You can actually name Abacha pop off. Okay. When you call it that name now, it means that you are going to start doing what now? You want to populate it and make sure that everybody that works in your team knows where they are. So what do we do? If you want to create a workspace, what do you do? When you come here now, you're going to see where they wrote. You see where we are now. You see we have these three, we have these three vertical, these three horizontal this thing here. You need to click it. And then it's going to ask you manage workspace, edit workspace, sort workspace, add new workspace, browse all workspace, view active slash trash, then work work management overview. Now, what we want to do here now is to create a workspace. But we can actually do that with this plus. But because I just want you to understand it, that's why if you actually come here and then you click on add new workspace, you're actually going to still do the same thing as you'll be doing if you clicked on this plus here. I don't know if I'm making any sense, please. Am I making sense? All right. All right. So now I just want you to do something for me. Just open your mind up so that we can flow very well. Because this is where all your confusion, this is where your confusion is going to be treated. So as you know, if this was to be Excel, we have Excel is just made up of columns and rows, right? Where you manage entries. Is that not so? So just view this now as if you were working with Excel. Microsoft Excel that you used to do accounting, right? So now just picture your mind as if you are using Excel here. Okay. Now let me create this workspace. You see, I've already created one here called Teacher Grace, but I want to work with it. But at the same time, I want to teach you how to create a workspace, or maybe how to create a board. But before then, you need to create a workspace. What is a workspace? A workspace is maybe the current project that you're working on. For instance, like it can be your company and all of that. Then, while your workspace is the name of your company, the project inside the workspace refers to what? To the task or the project you are doing at the moment. For instance, you are a fashion designer and you call it Olachi Fashion Home. That is your workspace. For instance, you have a bakery and then you call it Grichi, maybe say bakery, or we call it maybe say Digital Witch Bakery. Now that is your workspace. Maybe you have a school, you call it Akara School. That is a workspace. And now in this workspace, you have your teachers that you work with. You have and then, your teachers could be, that could be your staff like principal, the cleaners, okay, the gate man, then the teachers, right? And then that will be the members of your team. Now, inside this your school now that you say Grechi Grammar School, okay, you have what they call tasks. Okay, so now for you as a principal or the owner of the school, you have your own personal tasks. Okay, then you also have you also have the general task which you give to the principal, and then the principal also have their own task which he assigns to the what to the teachers. Then even the teachers also in their class activity they also have the tasks that they can assign to their respective students. So, but at this point now we are going to assume that we actually just that we are going to assume that we are the teacher. The essence is that so that we can have a small group of tasks. And then when we are done with this one now, we can now proceed and start doing a more advanced project. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Please, let me ask. I want to take questions. I want to take a question. Please ask me a question if you're confused at this point. Ask me a question before we continue. Yeah, thank you. Yes, but just now, listen. I know you can see it as Slack. But Slack is still the same tech. That's why I didn't want to use Slack. I'm just trying to use something that you can easily relate. I know some of you here, you are teachers or you've been teachers before. Some of you here, maybe your parents have school or had school. Some of you here, you were in school before. So that's why I want to start at the normal general level so everybody can easily flow. Okay. Because if I say let me go and start using a software company now, I know that everybody will be lost because they will not know what is design, maybe what is coding, what is all of this. So that's why I'm using teaching. Okay, at least we were all in secondary school one time. So now let us assume that this is our school. So I'm going to create a new project and we're going to name it after a school, or maybe we're going to call it a what? A bakery. So let us create a workspace. So we say click on the plus and they're going to say what? Or let us go back and then we click here. We say create workspace. You see, add new workspace. Like I said, your workspace is more or less like your what? Your company. All right. So let me create a workspace and I'm going to call it Grachis Bakery. Please mute your mic, eh? Please mute your mic. So I'm going to call it Grachis Bakery and I'm going to say add workspace. When I do that now, it means that when I am here now, you see, I now have main workspace. I now have Grachis Bakery. So this is Grachis Bakery and it means that whatever I do here now will be reflecting what? A bakery. Because this is just now in a bakery, you know that we can actually have different projects inside a bakery. Like maybe you were tasked to supply, maybe you were tasked to supply that grammar school 45 of every morning. Okay, that is that can be a what? A grammar school project or a grammar school board. Okay. So now let us continue and then try to understand something. Now, when you have your workspace, inside your workspace, you have what they call boards or projects. You understand, guys? Inside your workspace, we have what they call what? We have what they call boards, or we can call them what? Projects. So as you switch between money.com and Asanwa and Trello, you're going to get used to this, these titles: board, project, tasks. Okay, then in fact, like you are in fact you even have maybe cards and all of that. So, but mind you that as far as you are on money.com, anytime you hear board, it means there is a what? There's a project. Okay, and then if you hear task, it means that this project has some little tasks within it that are assigned to what? Different people within the company. So this is our school, or let me say, this is our Great Cheese Bakery, and inside it now, I want to create a what? I want to create a board, which is also a what? A project. So if you hear project, if you hear board, if you hear cards, they are all talking about the same thing. It's just different terminologies to describe one particular thing, which is what? Activities within a what? A project. So let us click on board. And then you can see we call it now. This Great Cheese Bakery now has been tasked, say, to bake what? Say, bake independence cake. And then what happens? That is just it. This is what? The project or the board. Now let us create it. Okay, our board has been created. Now you see, this is independence cake. Okay, and because it is a project that is at our hand, we need to what? We need to what? Itemize the tax that make up this project. Just like, okay, you want to bake maybe one of your big customers asks you to bake that kind of Davido's cake. You see that big cake. So maybe you now say, okay, they want us to bake cake and maybe we need 2 bags of flour. Of course, you know that if you want to go and buy all these things, you can send one person, maybe probably your most senior and most experienced staff. So that person can just be the one that will do what now, that will be assigning the task of what, that will, that will be assigned the task of what, purchasing what, the flour. But you also know that if you buy flour, you also need other things like maybe coal, maybe you need to knead the flour, you need to like filter, maybe like filter the flour, and you need to maybe color the cake and then wash the pan and make sure that everything is okay, to make sure that there is no sand, sweep the oven and whatever. So those are different tasks that you can actually assign to what, to different people within your what, within this your gracious bakery. I don't know if I'm making any point at this. Please do you understand my point? Are you getting me? Okay. Now we are still here, and we want to bake this independence cake, and it's so big. Now To bake this cake now, we need some little little stuffs like, okay, somebody needs to go and fetch us water, somebody needs to go and supply us wood, somebody needs to go and give us, maybe go to the market and buy us color. Maybe I don't know, do you call it fun that I don't have fun, but I don't have fun guard, whatever you guys use. I don't like it. I only like to eat it because it's, it's sugar. I love eating sugary stuff. So I like it because it's tasty. But I don't know what is involved in cake baking. My sisters they do cake baking, but honestly, I don't like that thing. It's time wasting. Just give me the thing, let me eat. After you bake it, and I'm fine. Why are you putting color that I go and throw away? It's wasteful. So now, what are these tasks? Whatever you see inside this project, inside this box here, is called what? Task. These are what? Task. And of course, you know that as far as it is cake making, it can be grouped into what? Into two or three sections. You guys are the ladies here, so you know better. I don't know, but I'm just trying to make you understand what I'm trying to do here. So we can say the first part here, you see, this is the first part, and this is the default title that came with it. So if you want to really understand what you're doing, you have to, you have to personalize your what? Personalize your table by naming them accordingly. So this is the first stage of the cake baking. What do you want to call it? You can say, okay, maybe you can say procurement. Okay. Then the second stage, you can say, okay, you can say this is what? The baking. Okay. Then after the baking, what is the next stage? You can say, okay, the next stage will now be what? The next stage will now be, let's say, design. Abi how na dey call am? How na dey call am for baking? I no sabi o. Nobody is saying anything. Hmm? No, I didn't mute anybody. Okay, this no. Okay, so I should stop at this design here. Okay, this is baking, and then so I should just put design here. I'll be like when you put all the coloring and all the nonsense cutting. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now when you put all this now, you can actually change the coloring to make sure that it comes to what you really, really, it's something that you can easily understand. Okay, so like me now, I can actually click on this small place here, and I'll put this coloring to make sure it's beautiful. It has a very, very amazing color. So if you click here again, you can actually see how you can change the color here. And let me put this. I don't know the name of these colors. That is one thing about me. I'm not be color person. I don't like colors. Too much colors makes me angry. So now, this is our stages: procurement, baking, and what? Design. Now, inside this now we have to talk about what are the tasks that we do in procurement of materials for baking this independent cake. And who is baking this independent cake is Grachi's what? Bakery. This is your bakery, this is your company, this is your project, independence cake. And then within the project is your what? Your different tasks. I don't know if it is clear somehow. Is it? All right. So now at this point, now let us assign or let us create the different tasks so that we can see how it was. But before then, I want you to notice something that whenever you are here on this money.com and then you are trying to assign task, you start as you hover over this thing here, you're going to see there's a box here. Then there's a small three dots at the at the extreme left. See there's a small three dots there, and then as you click it now, it opens it to what different stuffs. But before that now, you also discover that when you are trying to touch this item here, you see that there's a small right pointing triangle here, and then if you click on it, it will allow you to what to add extra things at the what under this task. So I'm going to explain what all of these things means for you, so that tomorrow when they say you, okay, come and manage our task, you will not come and start pinning on your panties and start saying, I never do this one before. Help me, help me. No. You do what? You take the job and then you do it like the big girl that you are, without shaking, without being scared. So now remember, this is our cake baking independence project, and then this is our stages. And now when you see here, now you're going to see that this is an item. We call it item, but actually they are tasks. Okay. Then this is the person section. Now the person section simply means the person that you are assigning this task to. Okay. Now this is the status. Now this status here means that, okay, I gave you this task yesterday. what have you done so far? Now the person has to update it here. Are you going to the maybe are you at the market? Are you on the task now? Have you finished it? Are you going to start it tomorrow, or are you stuck somewhere? You are going to update that here. Then the date. This is the date, and the date is maybe when you were given the task, and then you can actually add more things here. You can see we have stuff like maybe we have maybe timeline, we have priority. I can put priority here. Okay, now the priority means like, okay, they give you this task now. What is the priority of this task? And of course, you guys know that we have high priority and low priority. We have from high, we have low, we have medium, and then we have what the other type of what I think urgent. So these are the kind of the four kind of what of priority. So as you navigate this place now, you're going to get to what to understand them. So let us start by entering our first task. So let us call it buy 20 kilogram of what flour. Flour. Okay. Now that's the first task. Now this task now, okay, sometimes you might actually want to just add some extra, some extra information for this person that is going to buy this thing. Like, don't go and buy, don't go and buy me anyhow flour. So you can actually, so if you see this one now, this task now you can actually add something underneath it. Maybe you want the person to like also buy something from you from from the same shop. Okay, you can actually add that in here. So we call that sub item. We call that sub item. We call it sub item. So okay, let me say for instance, you want somebody to buy you with one, okay, but you also need, is it with one or the attachment? And I think it's with one, but then you also need a frontal, and the person knows that, or maybe you know that where the person will buy that attachment or the with one is where they're going to buy that frontal. So you can actually come down here and just add, okay, buy frontal. So because it's one thing that can go with what say with the main item, right? So you don't want to start giving it too many these things. So you just have to make the main one here, and then you go down and then you add it as a what as a sub task. So let us work with that 20 kilogram of what of flour. And then, if you want to give this person extra notes, maybe something to use and whole body, or maybe an accompanying note like, please refer to this note I give to you. Maybe you want to give the person an extra tip. What do? You click on this small box here. This is called a comment tool, or maybe a comment feature. Now, this comment feature, the person is going is you're not going to want to click on it, and then you see it allows you to what to add even more than comment. You can even add files and all of that. So this is the task that you assign the person. Then you want the person to what to be aware of something. So you can just say, okay, please avoid Dangote, or let's say Dangote flour. Okay, you can say, okay, buy me only uh, elephant floor. I don't know whether they have it, what they call elephant or whatever. So now, because you are trying to buy a floor, if the person does not know what you are talking about, or maybe have not seen it before, you can simply click here to attach a what, maybe an image of what you want them to buy for you. Maybe you want to help them to describe what the floor that they are buying looks like. And actually come click here. They can actually add a file from your computer so that they can be able to identify what you are doing. So let us assume that this is a bag of elephant floor. So you can just come here, just add it. And then maybe since you are trying to point out to them, you can say, okay, say just quickly see the attached image to be able to what to identify the brand when you see it. So this person will now know that, okay, this is what they want me to buy, and I shouldn't buy anything other than this. Then if you have other files, maybe you are doing construction and then you want to attach things like maybe your building plan or whatever, you can actually come down here and do that one. But we don't want to do that now because we are trying to be as simple as possible for this task. Is that clear, people? So that means that if you click now and then you click on this comment here, he's going to find out that, okay, this is actually the a pointed out that was given to me. So now we are done with that. Now, want to see the status of this task. Now the status here, you want to like you want to change it to as many things as possible. You see, working on it means that, okay, I've seen my task, or I don't start. You can actually change it. Done means that okay, I've finished my task. Maybe stuck means, oh, I was going to the market, but police hold us for road. So that means you are stuck somewhere. So as as you are doing your stuff now, you that is being assigned this task, as you are doing it now, what do? You update the status of the what of the task. Now, let us add something here. Let me call it timeline. Timeline is simply the time you want the task to be accomplished, like how many days you want it to take. Okay, so but before then, we are still here trying to add comment. Let us go to the person part. This person means who among your teammates are you assigning this task to? Is it Nkechi, the chief baker or the senior baker? Is it Musa, the gate man that will go and buy flour for you? Is it Aduni, who also doubles as a cleaner? Or is it going to be Michael, who also is like, what will I call it? Maybe no, I will not say the mega, maybe the cleaner. Is it the person you want to send for this kind of stuff? So, but because of say this thing are very, this flaw now, because you have already asked the person to what to pay attention here. So it means that this thing is very sensitive because you don't want to go and buy maybe a fake flaw, or maybe go and buy the wrong one. So what do you want to do? You want to assign the person that can actually accomplish the task effectively without without wasting your materials or resources. So what do you do here? You click on here, you say add, and then who do you want to add? You say, okay, you have some people in your staff list here. That's why I was saying people should give me more email, but only a few people just responded. But no problem. How many people are here? Just 10, like 9 people. Oh my. Well, no problem. Let's continue. So when you come here now, what do? You just simply add the person that you want to assign this task. So I want it to be something that Blessing will do. And so the Blessing now, if you are checking your email and you are here, you are going to see that a mail has been sent to you about this project or about this task. And then I'm going to change this and I'm going to put it on, you know, I will change it and write, I want to put maybe not started, you know, I will put not started and I will call it uh, not started. So when I do that now, it will be there. So that means that I just created a task and then the person has not started it. And then today is when I created the task. And then the priority is going to be what? I want to give it a high priority. And high priority should be what? Should be red colored. Let me give it a color. I want to give it nice color like red to show that it's actually very important. Okay, let's call it critical, or we can say high priority. If you say high priority, then you want to edit it to make sure that it tallies. You can come here and you change it to maybe let's use black. No, let's use red. And then this is to show that this task is what is very sensitive. So nobody, in fact, nobody anybody will fit do this kind of thing. So even the person that you are assigning should not give it to somebody else. They should do their job as they have been what assigned. Now the timeline. How long do you want this task to take? Should it be 2 days? So let's say from now till on the 19th, since independence is still far, so it's not something that you can do urgently. I don't know if I'm understood here, please. Okay. So this is how you can manage what this task. So let us assign the second task. We can call in the second task, say buy coal for oven. Now this one is a very direct task, so anybody can do it. Then you can add the small text here and say, uh, please go to suppliers shop. I will inform her that you are coming. Also, ensure the what the weight is complete before paying. So this person will be aware that okay, maybe that person that they're going to buy from, maybe the person is not really trusted or reliable. So you want to pay more than usual what attention. Is it clear, guys? So now that I've updated this comment, you see that now that there's a comment. In fact, it's showing that this comment has one. It's showing one, which means that there's something there. So the person that is coming here now will now be aware that oh, there's actually something here. Then you that has been assigned, when you come to this task to begin, you're going to actually leave a comment and say, okay, I've started this task now. Maybe if along the way you got arrested, you can actually update there, because as you update it now, the person that assigned you that task is going to be able to see your time. to know that, oh, my staff was actually held at so 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 and so place by so so and so time by the men of the Nigerian police. So now that is that. So who do want to go and buy us this coal? So I will just assign myself as a cleaner to go and buy the coal since it's a very low level job. Anybody can do it. And then what is the status of this job? Can say, okay, yeah, maybe not started, okay, because we just created it. And then what's the priority level? The priority level is just low, normal. And then the timeline is what? Just one day. Do it today or I'll fire you. Just do it tomorrow. Like tomorrow, you must get me this thing tomorrow. And that is just, you see, set dates. I said tomorrow now. You know, since I said tomorrow, that's it. So you see now, it has highlighted. It says just one day task. And then the next task, what do we say? The next task is what? It's clean the oven and make it neat. Okay. Now, clean the oven. Do you want to add anything here? I mean, this one, I think this one is very, very straightforward. I don't need to add extra stuff here. So, who do you not want to go and clean the oven? Eh, let's use this our staff that just started newly. This Crimsy Rosie. Make she clean the oven. I think that would be a good job for her. Now you have not started yet because the person has not even seen this task yet. And then what is the date for this clean of oven? I think it should be, let's put it month end like 30th. Okay, then priority is what? Of course, you know that oven is not really that much of, so you can put it medium priority, and then the date is what? Let's assume she need like 2 days to clean the oven. So we can say 19th to 18th, right? Oh, no, I think it should be between 29th and 30th because the last day of the job is what? Is 30th. So now this is our what? This is our task. If you want to add more item, you can actually add more item by clicking here. You can say, okay, since we are the one baking the national cake, you can actually, because we want to, people are going to come and see where they made national cake. So let us paint our company or our office. So call maybe uh, call the maintenance team, or let's just say uh, hire a painter. Okay. So of course, this one now is a very very powerful, or it's a very high sensitive task because the person wants to make sure that they hire a professional for the job. So please, you can add note and say, please ensure whoever you hire has 2 years of what experience as a painter. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you guys. So please respond. If you know I've lost it somewhere, please just respond so that I will trace my step back. Okay. I hope it is easier for you to understand now than what Ekwi was teaching. Okay, fine, fine, good. So who do you want to go and hire this thing for you? I want to assign it to a guy. That guy that is in this group, I don't even know his name, but I know. Okay, I think Edwin Gachi. No, Edwin Gachi is a lady. Edwin Pikin, I be that. So let me see. Now, hire a painter. Of course, Gachi is a very fine young lady and she knows how to talk to guys, but let me see. Don't allow them to go and toast you. So let me just add it there. So not started yet. Then what is the day? Of course, hiring somebody cannot be a 1 day job. So you can just give it like, let's give it time to happen very well. So um before they will clean the oven, because after everything now they want to clean the oven and then make sure that everywhere is tidy. So we do that, and then of course it's going to be a critical, because we want to make sure that our office has a good face so that when people come to see, because those kind of project that you are going to do for the president will have, people want to know, who made the cake. They made the cake. So if your office is not fine, just imagine how the thing will look like. Like the cake was made by one dirty bakery around this, around the street, that kind of stuff. So we want to use 3 days to what? To hire the painter and make sure that the place is well painted. So at this point now, we are done for the procurement stage of what? Of all what you need for the what? For the material for the cake. But then let us go back. You can see now we are baking, but we just have only flour here. There's other things that we are missing that we've not added to the list. So what do? We just come here on this our small expand this item and we click on it. When you click on it now, we can now add things like, okay, please ladies, what do you use for this your baking? Say sugar, ba? 1 kilo sugar, then egg. We can say 10 crate of egg, and then we can say butter, margarine butter. I know that one, margarine butter. You should say we should not be calling it butter, that it is butter. So what is next? What is next? You can say, okay, bring me what? Okay, buy me machine mixer. Mixer. You can say, what is that company's name again? Hmm, let's call it Huawei mixer. Okay, maybe 2 ton, or let's call it 2 ton, so that it will be very, very big. Since you are making a presidential cake and they have, you have been mobilized with money, good money, because that one they cost is 14 billion. And Nigeria we dey. So you see now we have been able to what to ask. So this person that is going to buy this thing now, he will not see that here now he has 4 sub items inside the what? Inside his task. And that is why this task should not be a one day task, because he might go that day and not find some of all these things. So you understand? So that's why we give him what? A whole 3 days to what? To sort out this task. That is how this one works. So this is how you set up a what? A task on what? On your project on monday.com. Remember that this task now is what you assign to people to do, and that is what, if you are working with a team that uses this monday.com and they assign you maybe to write content for their blog or whatever, you are going to find it like this. And then when you come here, what do? You need to go there and respond that, okay, I've begun now, or maybe after my job, I'm going to be done in maybe in a while, stuff like that. You understand? So that is how it is done. So you guys that I was able to invite now, please go back to your mail. You're going to see that there's an invitation waiting for you somewhere. So go back to your mail and see. There's an invite waiting for you from, I think that should be from Police Just whatever. Just read it. You're going to see that there's a task waiting for you. Check. You accepted, Abby. So that means you should be seeing your workspace now. No, so that means you should be seeing this our workspace now. Are you seeing the workspace? Fine, no problem. No problem. No problem. You're not seeing anything from this bakery? Okay, fine. That means I have to invite you. But I know you are all here. Francis Travis, there is Blessing Oga, there is Crimsy Rosie, there is Edwin Grace. So there are about 4 people invited there. One is myself, and then the rest three. So maybe that's why you're not getting this here. What's your name, bros? Crimsy Rosie. Crimsy, you know, drop your email here, and that's why I didn't have you there. Where did you drop your mail? Where did you drop your mail? Flimsy. I can't. Okay, look at it here. Is this one? Is it okay? You are the Justice Eric, eh? Okay, so let me add you to a task here. I just want to add this so you can see how, yeah, I know. So I can so you can get invited. Okay. So I'm now inviting you. So you can actually, okay, sorry for the inconvenience. We couldn't update the item, blah blah blah. Fine, no problem. Simon, I was saying you should drop your mail. You did not answer me, Abby. Mm, I'm not checking anything. Which form, kwa? Me drop form. I didn't drop any form, I beg you. It's not me. Oh. You guys will just be done. You just be joining things that you don't know. You just dey join. You wanna go join, with you another one day. Please, just remember to always shut up your camera, because if not, man, I'm not go dey bab, they go open camera for you, open yash for public. Oh. So let me invite you to this board now, so that you can actually feel it. Because this is, the essence is that you know how and what it feels like to be a member of a team. That's just what you need to be able to feel. Your plan doesn't allow to manage workspace permission to this blah blah blah. Okay, let me see again. Come on now. I'm trying to add someone. I don't feel that my Okay, no problem. I think they are not going to allow me to add more people, but it's no problem. We can actually work with this at the moment. So let's see. Let's continue. So if you know you've okay, somebody just updated. I think hire a painter. Someone update. Oh, no, no, I've not changed it. Let me change it back to this. Okay. So those that I signed, have you been able to see your tasks? Okay, fine. Calm down, calm down. You never finished. Just calm down. I just wanted it to. Let me just have. Who they talk so? Your voice is okay. Just calm down. I will still add. You know we are. You know we are still going to break now. So now this is the first stage of the project. I even forgot to add done because of because of automation. Because some of you have been looking for how to do automation. You're going to start learning automation from this place. So let us put here and call it done. Okay, let's call it done. So the done is where if you do automation, who be this person? Grati, you have started your project already. Grachi, have you started your project already? Have you started your task? Is it there? Then why is it? I see you are changing the status from not started to maybe you are changing it to maybe to working on it. Oh, oh. Who is this person? Who is Edwin Grachi? Ah, well, they confuse me now because I know who I assigned to that task, so that's why I was shocked. So now let us let us continue. Uh, oh, they don't bring light. Thank God. That means people are going to enjoy. Okay, so now I hope you guys understand to that point, Abby. Is there anybody that has question here? Okay, somebody clean the oven and make it neat. Who is this person? This person is Rosie Udensi. Have you started your own? Who is Rosie Udensi? Okay, so you can just go there. Once you see your task, you can actually update us that you started. So you just write us a small comment on the task. Yes, just tell us that okay, you have seen your task and then you've started out instantly so that we can know that okay, you have started. Because as you drop your comments now, your time of dropping that comment, we call it timestamp. It's going to be shown. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me see. You have dropped a comment, Abby. Let me see. So you see now, that is how it is done. Sometimes you're going to be assigned this task with somebody else. So sometimes now, you achieving your own task will depend on you, or maybe will depend on the ability for the person that you are assigned with to what to also say that okay, I've started or okay, now maybe let's say for instance now, you are supposed to give me some money from the accountant and you have seen your task and you and the accountant were assigned to one particular task, but you know that you cannot give me this money because maybe you went to the office, you couldn't get to, or maybe you could not find the accountant in the office. So what do you now do? You can now say, okay, you are waiting for the accountant to get to the office. So me, I will now know that, okay, you actually assigned or you actually got your task and you have started working on it, but you are waiting on what? On somebody else to come to the office. So that is why you need to what? To update. So now that you're updated now, I can now go back there and see what you wrote there. I'm currently on it. And that's okay, fine. And that's okay. It's okay. That's awesome. Please remember the edges. Then you will now see this comment as well. You will now be on your own part. You will now do what? You will now also what? Respond. Then I will not know. So me, I'll now know that okay, somebody is actually responding to me and all of that. So the other people that I also gave task, please go and if you see your task, respond to it and then update the status of your task and then let me know that you have started it and then let me know when you finish as well. So that is just the way this thing works. But where I know you are going to be interested is that automation part because I know that's what everybody wants to see. Automation, how to automate, how to automate, how to automate. Somebody was even asking, how can I automate or how can I connect two software together? You don't even know any software here, but you want to connect two together. Eh? And so now they hurry. So this is just it, guys. Let's see how we can finish the other part of this our project. Remember, our task is what to bake independence cake, and we are on it. Okay, we are baking an independence cake. We are on it, and so let us go to the baking part now. Since we have actually bought all we need, let us now come here. This is the baking part, and what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you want to bake a cake? Say first of all, you want to knead the cake. Abi mixing abi. Say mix let's say let's call it 5 kilo of what of flour for cake. Okay, now as that person is mixing, what is the other person going to be doing? The other person should also be doing what? Maybe this person is mixing. What should the other person be doing? Maybe the other person should be like, okay, let's see the mixing. Please, you guys should tell me what is involved in baking. Please, I don't know. When I'm okay, maybe the other person should be whipping the egg, Abby, right? I did. So let's say you are trying to whip, maybe let's say you're trying to whip 1 crate of egg. Okay, and then what is the next item on the list? Should be what's the next one, guys? Say, did you say heat up the oven? Okay, grease the pan. Maybe you have so many pans in there because you want to test and make sure you get the right taste or right flavor. And then what should be the next one now? Heat the oven. That is if you're using the normal manual oven because you know if now normal heat the oven. Okay. So now that we are here now, just as we did previously, the next point of call is to what? To add people to it. So of course, you know this one now, you just want to because you know you're not working with a new person. So everything here, maybe just no need for you to add any extra comments here. So just go straight and add somebody here. So who the person that said they don't have a task yet? Let me add this guy. Hopefully you will be accepted. Did you drop if you dropped your email and I've not added you, just mention me your email so I can add you. What's your email here? I have few emails. You say what? I don't have that email here. Okay, justice. Okay, who is the other person? What is okay? I can't I can't find your name here. Okay, what? Prudence Abi? Okay, that's fine. Wait now, calm down. Let me go and get your who said okay, Prudence? Okay, I've seen your email here. Let me copy it out and then let me invite you to the task. So I'm going to assign the two of you to a particular task so that you guys can work together. Of course, you know that this one also promotes what team collaboration. So you can actually be two persons in a particular task. So I'm going to invite her so that she can join. You can actually have more than 4 persons in a group. Who is still missing here that you know you give me your email? Who will be that person? Um, what is your email? I think Ewuzie is. I think Ewuzie is there. I saw Ewuzie. Okay, look at it here. Ewuzie is here. So I've added you, And then who else is not seen theirs? Who is Esther? Esther Agu. Are you there? Is Esther Agu there? She's not. Who is Udensi Peter Arabuike? Are you there? Udensi Peter, are you there? You are not. Deborah Nkeruwem, are you there? She's not. Diva Foley, are you there? What is your own email there? Let me see your mail there. Ugoke Lillian. Debbie for. Okay, I see it. Yeah. If you dropped your mail, I'm going to add you. No, besides, I'm going to ask question. You're not going to answer me. Oh. I was asking about three people now. They were not even in the class. So they just left their mail there and then they ran away to whatever they like. No problem. So who is DC Madu40 at gmail.com? He's not there. Adeze Anosike 8 at gmail.com with the person. She's not there. Who is Creamy Rosie? She's not there. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because you just drop your mail and then leave. So I should just invite you into my system when you're not even active. Is that how it works? Nah, it doesn't work like that. Okay, guys. Let's let's just continue and see what we can achieve today. I just want you guys to have a feel of how this whole thing works. Like it's not difficult. I don't understand. Okay, Lillian, why are I mean, you're a woman, but you're having a feel, you're having a male voice. Hey, God. Have you the press things beside my class? Oh, my God. Oh, God. No problem. Let's continue. So, if you know I've not invited you, please just signify so I can simply just add you up. Let me go. What is your own email here? I was calling just now, nobody else. I'm not seeing any Rosie here. What is, Abi, is it Jacob? J- Uche? Maybe not the other chats. Okay, I've seen it now. Rosie. Okay, let me add you now. So at least you are seeing how to add somebody to a task, right? Even though the person is not on your board, you can actually add them. So that is just how. Let me just create extra tasks here and then just add you, so that you see how it is. So just click on the human icon and then you paste the email because you are inviting the person for the first time. The person's name might not be there, so just paste the name and then click on invite, and then they are going to receive a notice that they've been invited. I don't know, but it's giving me nonsensical attitude that blah blah blah. Okay, you're already here. Okay, so let me change the task name. You say hit the oven, then prepare the design area, like where we're going to ice the cake and chop the ice. So let's see. So at this point, and I don't know if you have any question to ask me. I think this is the point where you can ask me and get an instant answer, please. What is your name? Okay, I see you now. Okay, you have been assigned. Now, at this point now, somebody said they have started a project. Who is this person? Aru Rosie Udensi and Edwin Grachi. They've started as own. So now, remember that when I said that you are done with this, now if you are done creating the task, you have to do what now? Add comment. But let's just assume that these are straightforward tasks. Nobody needs any extra stuff here to to perform. So what do you do next now? You assign the person, and of course, you have been assigned. Is that not so? So let's now go and change the status of all these tasks here to so that everybody understands what they have been assigned to do. So this is all not started, and what not started. And of course, this is just all one day task. You do this on the 20th, you do this on the 17th, you're doing this on the 18th, you do this on 19th, and then this one should be on what? On the 18th as well. And then when you are here now, priority should be what? Mix. Of course, mixing is very, very high sensitive, it's very high sensitive. And then whip egg no be na something wey even a moron can do that. Then grease the baking pan. Okay, this is medium, it's not something that is sensitive. At least you understand what I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to make. Then heat the oven. This one is a bit critical because you don't want to overheat it, and then you don't need to go there and die inside. Then this one say prepare the design area. Of course, it's nothing really critical. Then how long should this take? These are all one day tasks. This is just all one day task. So just understand that this is just the way the entire. So as soon as they assign you your task, you're going to see when you are expected to what, to deliver or to complete the task. That is the essence of this, assigning this date to it, or this timeline to it, so that you can know how long it will take you to what, to deliver to what, your task. If they tell you that your task is 2 days, it means that on no account should you deliver it maybe above 2 days, because they are going to be scoring, and you know that you're working with a company. So it's not like they're not going to be seeing how you perform. So they're going to be seeing how you perform. So if they give you a task of one day and then you submit after 5 days, then what kind of staff are you? Are you a very serious staff? No. So they are going to be scoring you based on all those things. So that is the way it is. And then let us go back to the what, to the design part. Of course, the design. Is there anything much about the design that is maybe only one person can do this one now? The design part. Maybe only one person can do it. Only one person can do it, Abby. Okay, so we are going to say okay. We're going to say design the what? The cake. And then let me see, add something here, and then I'll say okay, no, I'm just going to assign these two people to the same thing. I'm going to say okay, let us add a note and tell him that he should use bitter leaf green, is it colorings, and no, let me say colorings on two edges, on two sides. Then but ensure there is a white color in the middle. Yes, so that the person can know that they are painting the cake to be, to look like what, like a Nigerian flag. So they should not make that mistake of using maybe pink or gold or whatever. We don't care. Just give us what we want. So who is he that has not received any task here? Let me just mention you or add you here. Who is Chebi? Okay, I've assigned this person. I think I've sent everybody here. Blessing Olga, have I sent you a task? Who is Blessing Olga? Have I sent you a task? No response. What is this now? So this class is just hello. Can you hear me? I'm here. Oh. Huh? I'm not giving you a task. I know. You know that thing that they call grouping. Yeah, you can actually, in fact, even if it is like 10 people you want to assign to, no problem. Okay, ask. Are you using a phone? Which phone? iPhone or be Android? Uh-huh. Better person. Okay, no problem. Oh, so that means they are telling you what to do now. So, okay, they're already telling you what to do. So I think you should download the app and see how it works. All right? Yep. Yep. You're welcome. So now, what you're supposed to do as a staff member of this baking company is that when you come here, you see your task. Of course, you're going to see your task in your email. Then what do you do? When you are able to access the workspace, you update it and say, okay, you've gotten your task. Now, when you change the status here, please try and leave a note. Okay, just try to interact with the board so that it is easier to to spot where you are and then what you've done so far. Okay, if you encounter any issues as you are working, you should also share that so that whoever is assigning you this task can know that okay, you actually stuck somewhere, and then if you need an immediate evacuation or you need maybe an urgent response or whatever, maybe if I have to call the DPO to get you out of where you are, then I can easily just call them because my staff is there, and that staff is making the national cake for the independence. So I don't know if I'm making any sense to you now. Is it making any sense? Okay, that's fine. So let's still continue. Let's see other areas that we can actually work on this. So now you have gotten your task, you have been assigned. Okay, but then we have also tried to design the cake, and then we are saying if you know you have not been assigned any task, just let me know so I can assign you here. You drop your mail, I've not given you a task. Please notify me or signify. Let me add you up. You people are dot. Is it because this thing just blew you guys' mind off? What is your is this on the WhatsApp group? Derek, huh? Okay, fine. Let me invite you. So Derek has not. In fact, Derek is going to design the cake. I bet don't go and give it man color. Give it better color. I've already told you the color to use. Then I want you to be assisted. To be assisted by now. You'll be assisted by Justice Nkwa. uh Then status is what is not started. Then the date is, of course, going to be on the 31st. Before we now take it out to the Independence Day. Yeah. So now priority is what is very critical. In fact, this one is very, very high priority. Don't want to make any mistake about it. So it's going to be a 1 day stuff. It's just on the 31st. So that's the day you're going to do this stuff. So this is just what it is like for you to what to work with money.com, and you need it to what to be able to do all you want to do. Now, remember that I said that it's a work management tool or a project management tool. Like a cake baking can be regarded as a what? As a project or maybe as a work or just whatever. But because you are working with people in that same, in that your greatest bakery, that means that what we want everybody to be what to be engaged and be doing something at the same time. So while this one is doing this one, that one is doing that one. We call it a division of what? Of labor in the workspace. So not be able to say this person go dey work, others will come sit down. No. As he's working, the others are also doing their own task to ensure that our goal for the day is what is achieved. That is what it means. So now at this point, let us try to do other things like maybe we want to explore this thing and see how it works. Like maybe I want to say, let me change the view or all of that. But is that really important? Maybe okay. Let's take uh Kanban view. Let's see how it goes. Like, see, this is Kanban view. See the way it works. So you see it now. So the Kanban view sorts out everything according to what the status of what of the job. It uses what status to what to tell you where you are. That's why me as a person, I don't even like Kanban view. I just like my list view. Just like it like this so that I can know where I am and I will not be confused. So if you know you understand, maybe you understand Kanban, no problem. But me, I like it in my what in my table view. That is what I feel is more easy and more simpler to understand. I don't need to kill my head or give myself unnecessary stress to be able to understand what I'm trying to do. So this is what I was able to do with the form tutorial, but please review my complaints on the landing page because I watched the video multiple times but was unable to troubleshoot how you didn't build you did not create a brand kit. That's why you missed it. There's nothing there to talk about. You just simply did not create a brand kit. If you didn't create a brand kit on HubSpot, you can hardly add pictures into it. You need to create a brand kit, upload your logo, pictures, whatever you need before you can continue. So now, guys, this is just it. I did the simplest one because I believe it's the one that you can actually understand easily. That is why I chose it. So now we are going to start our job. Go and start your task. Like I said, when you start the task, go and let us know that you started your task by changing the status of the task, and then you write a small comment. When you are done, what do? You change it to what? To done. Are we together? Are we together, guys? When they respond, make I know say I no dey talk to myself only. Please, people should be responding. Aye? Yeah. Okay, fine. Now, this is just how it is done, but I want to teach us automation for this platform so that you can see how automation actually works. Some of you was actually asking for integration, and then you're going to see it here. Automation is also here and all of that. So this is what money.com is all about. As far as you're going to manage tasks, this is all it is about. You not pass like this, like unless you are doing a more complex task. Okay, somebody has updated there. The team mixing of floor has updated there that they are now working on it. Okay, fine. That is good. Because for the project manager, as you're updating your stuff, he's seeing it there live. He's seeing it live as you're updating it. So when you are done with your baking of flour, now or maybe with the mixing of flour, what you now change it to what? To done. So you can see done there. Then the greasy pan also, they say they are working on it. No problem. That is fine. They are working on it. That is a good stuff. Okay. What about team buying of flour? What about team buying of coal? What about team whip the egg and then heat the oven and prepare design area? What about them? Are they still at the office? If they are at the office, no problem. We can just allow them to be. Adu, adu, kwa, kwa. Should I do adu, adu, kwa, kwa. Whew. All right, guys. So this is just how it is. So let me do what they call automation. Automation simply means that okay, you see this place here that they call done here, because we don't want to start dragging things like okay now you finish this, now you drag it down. We don't want to start doing that. So what we want to do is that what we want the board to automate for us and tell us when somebody or the tasks that have been finished or the task that is marked done, it will simply take it automatically. Because currently now I'm supposed to be able to, now since this person now said that they are okay, nobody is done here, no problem. Let me just leave that part first. Michael, please add me again. Add me, assign tasks to me. Oh, who is he? We then see, they are confusing me. We then see Peter Aruabuike. Your email was added by Rosie Denix. I don't even understand that too. Are you guys married in one place? Because it's funny. Are you guys our accountability partners? Anyways, just do what you want to do. That's not really my problem. Then this person said they are stuck. you whip the cream or whatever. Who is this person? Ngozi Ewuzie. Ngozi, okay, you are stuck. Can you share details of why you are stuck as a comment? Can you? Ah, you did? I didn't see anything here. Okay, let me refresh and see. Let's see. Okay, you are stuck. I see it now. So let me see what you wrote here. You say whipping machine is faulty, please. Whipping ongoing. Oh, whipping machine is spoiled again. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is the issue with it? So guys, do you understand what we're trying to do now? So this is just it because you are collaborating. Monday.com actually allows you to what? To update your work status as you are, as you are working and going, you are telling us what you are doing. Okay? Ah, who are these people now? Okay, this is not even our group. Sorry. Don't go wrong, please. Go to talk. Who is Tashola? Tashola, are you in the meeting? Tashola, are you here? You see, people, you don't. In fact, you don't even know what you are doing, but you are dropping your email, exposing yourself on the internet. It is well. Okay, buy another one. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, noted, noted. Will escalate to the what? To the procurement team, or no, to the maintenance team. To the maintenance team. So this is just it. You reply that, and then when we are okay now, guys, we are going to stop here because I know you're also going to prepare for the next class. So this is just a 1 hour that I just wanted to do with you guys. We will stop here so that when I come again for the full class in proper, we're going to do more advanced stuffs for this stuff. Okay, we are going to do more. Like now I'm supposed to treat this automation now, but I won't do it. I will leave it so that it won't be as if I'm trying to, so I will not have a divided class when we start doing it, maybe tomorrow or next. Okay, so I will just leave you guys now to go forth and study for go and study for. Okay, ask me question. Well, they don't have that access to see. Okay, let me ask you now, what is your name? Ngoziba? On your own task, if someone commission on your task, what is your task here? Okay, whip 1 crate of egg. Okay. Oh my god. One justice, why are you jumping from your task to somebody else's task? You see, but you don't, now you don't. Yes, you'll be seeing each other's, you'll be seeing each other's stuff, but you're supposed to just maintain, just ensure that you know what you're doing, and then you keep to your work, to your task. You don't go and interfere in somebody else's task. Okay, you understand? You just need to ensure that you just work on your own work desk or with your team. So maybe like now, if you okay, like now I can say that one justice and Ugokwe Lillian are on the same team, so they can both interact. Maybe this person wrote that the thing was faulty, so maybe the other person can now recommend, okay, can you buy a new one, please? And then we know that okay, it's from the same team, but don't jump from your own team and then go and start, because you might not make the person to look bad, because that is not your job, that is not your role. Okay, yeah. So, any other question? Okay, ask me your question. Okay, I'm able to do that because I think when you are in a project and you are added, okay, maybe you are the project manager, okay, or maybe you are the boss, like maybe like you own the company. Like I was saying now, I was saying, for instance, if you are teaching in a school, you know that the principal gives you the scheme of work to work with. You know that the principal also gives you the syllabus, for, as you got from the school. Then the principal also passes other information like maybe marking your lesson notes and ensuring that children pay school and all of that. So that is their own job. So now that means that should this place now be a school now? If at all we're doing a school now, and I happen to be the principal, then that means I can actually assign you teachers this task, and I can say, okay, tomorrow is examination. Like when I was teaching, we say, okay, tomorrow is examination. Maybe tomorrow is physics. Teacher Grace and teacher maybe Wankolo, we are going to go upstairs and supervise whatever is happening in the first and second hall. Then teacher English or the English teacher, we are going to supervise GSS 1, all the arms GS 1. They are going to be in one hall. Then teacher Cynthia, we are going to supervise GSS 3. Still understand? That is a principal. So that's not a principal supervising what the exam with the teachers. However, the director of the school can also give, maybe the school has so many branches. He can also have his own board as the boss of the what of the school. So maybe he has about 10 branches in Lagos State, and all his principal, they are all on his project board. So what can he do? He can now say, okay, design a new you principal, please design a new scheme of work for next term before the term closes. Maybe please come and present your account for the term. Let's see who has paid school fees and why are people not paying school fees. Come and see me in my office so I can discuss why the students are so much in debt, or why the school is not generating the revenue. What is happening? What are you not enforcing? So that can be the director's board, the director's board. But however, whatever the teacher is doing here, I mean whatever the principal is doing here, the director also sees, because the director bought this system now and he deployed the system. So that means he's the one paying everything. So he has access to what to see whatever everybody is doing. So if he goes to the main admin section, like here now, if he goes to the administration, he can be able to see all what is going on in the in the board or in the tool. Do you understand? So I hope I was able to answer your question. Okay. Okay, fine. What is a business? This Grachis Bakery is not a business. Okay, now let's assume that this is a branch of your company. Like, okay, let's say you deploy this system now because you want to be managing what people are doing for you in your, in your different companies. So maybe you have a construction company somewhere, but you also have a bakery business. Then maybe you also have a cleaning business. So now, these are your businesses. This you see this Grachis Bakery is also one of your businesses, and then inside it now is this project called what, you know Bake Independence Cake. So this is your business what, and then this is your project. So that's why sometimes you can hear business project. Okay. So what you're doing is that you know that your business is what generates you income. Like maybe that different projects you are having. Maybe for instance, maybe you are like a fashion design home, and then you have some. Maybe one school said, please design all our inter sport uniform for the term. So that can be a project. Maybe the name of the school is maybe Abai Boys Community School. So that means you are going to have here what you now call it what Abai was Community School projects. Do you understand? Because when you finish the project now, they're going to pay you. So that's what generates money for you. You understand? But to be able to accomplish the project now, you need to assign, because you are the leader or you are the one that owns it. So you have staffs. So you have to assign tasks now to the staffs individually, or maybe like in a group. Do you understand it now? Okay, Inieke Jacob, your question. Inieke Jacob, your question. Your hand is up. Have been a mistake? Okay, I think it's a mistake. So, any other question, please, guys? Any other question? This is a 6:43. I want to allow you guys because I know some of you here, some of you are married ladies.